Hello, awesome people, and how are you on this beautiful and wonderful day? I'm Janine, and as a mindset alchemist, I help you understand what your thoughts, your words, your feelings do. I also help you rediscover who you are and uncover who you actually should be, can be, and have the potential to be. How awesome is that? How does it get any better than this? Well, as one of the things that I do, I work with energy, and by understanding an idea of what the energy of the week is, and remember, I'm doing it for a large portion of people, so if anything doesn't resonate, it's the potential of it, and it may not apply to you. Certain aspects of it, what does apply to you, please take it and accept it with love from me to you. So when I sat down yesterday, and I was saying, okay, what's the energy of the week? What is it that you're asking to bring forward for my audience? Because remember, there's many varied audiences, there's many variations of us here on the planet. And I kept hearing the word peace. And for me, that word was just, I was like, hello now. I was like, what do you mean by peace? Because to me, I was very intrigued by the Jewish word shalom, which means peace amidst adversity. It doesn't matter where you are, you have a deep inner sense of peace, no matter what happens. And so I said, well, what are you meaning by peace for this week? And what came forward was come back to center, come back to yourself. This is a week of gaining knowledge about yourself, gaining knowledge from others, gaining knowledge from the areas you'd like to step into. Go and see what it is you would like to learn about. Go and see where you would like to bring different habits, different perspectives in. And this is the week to go, okay, who shall I ask for help? I'm putting my hand up if you would like help from me. I am offering 8 spaces for discovery calls if anybody's interested. However, the bottom line is that, and I did this before I knew the energy of this week. The bottom line is to go back to having an awareness of what you perceive your values to be, what you perceive your beliefs to be, and what your perceptions of your family are. And where are you taking on other people's beliefs and perceptions and they're no longer serving you? Now, I have been beating this particular drum, I think, since November last year, on and off, on and off. And that it must be how important it is that they're asking us. And then I realized, well, this is a year of foundation. This is a year of growth. And this is a week of growth. This is a week where you're asked to come back to center and ask, who can help me with stepping forward? Where am I being asked to help myself? And where is it more aligned to find somebody with more knowledge than I have? And it's also to be in awareness of what is triggering you. Is it a growth point? Is it somebody else's growth point? And what should you do about it? Is it a healing for now? Is it a perception? Is it asking you to go in a different direction? What is it actually asking you to be very conscious of? And the important thing that came forward, interestingly enough, was, is it yours? And habits and perception are so vital in our success, Linnell. This is so true. And that is what this week is about. Looking at our habits, looking at our perceptions, and seeing where we can expand our perception on understanding that just because we're listening to somebody else's perception doesn't make it a truth for us at this point in time in our journey. However, if we haven't examined where we would like to go on our journey, we are unable to take on that shift in perception, that shift and that change. Because remember, last week they were hectic about change. They were seriously. And to me, it's the progression of the change, understanding the change you would like to be, the change you would like to bring, and moving forward from that. And you can listen to another person's point of view, understanding that that is their point of view, and asking yourself, okay, where does this align with me? Where's this asking me to maybe shift my perception? Where are they being asked to shift their perception? And where are we just being asked to walk alongside each other? And that is very much what the energy is about, especially within our families this week. This week, movement is quite important, not only physical movement, but movement of mindset, movement of habits, movement of perception. And that's where education comes in, educating ourselves on situations, on perspectives, and where in our businesses would we like to up level, and what are we being asked to learn about and to practice, to put into practice. And this for me is becoming so vital, that people don't just read about things, they don't just listen to things, they physically go out and put it into practice. They practice it so that they gain the skill, they gain the knowledge of how it is pertinent for them. And that is what this week is about, taking knowledge that you have and putting movement and action behind it to see, is this aligned? Is there more information I would like to learn, so I can put that into practice so that I can expand myself? And where does something feel heavy and where does it feel light? And what is the perception around it? Then I saw this huge slimy like oil slick. And I heard you can either slip on slime or you can clean it out. And that is very much what this this week is about. Should we clear out the slime, or should we use it to move things on? Because remember, you can slip on it or you can use it to slide forward on. It's a perception. Is it there for your good? Is it there to take you further? Is it there as a perspective change? I found that quite interesting. And when I asked, well, why do you keep bringing family forward? And I heard we are all related, and by healing ourselves, we create space for others to heal, to step forward, and to work in their purpose. This is a week to go deep. And then I also heard this is a week to go wide, where you open yourself to more awarenesses, you open yourself to more perspectives. And be aware that sometimes when you only look on the surface of something, there's something much more important, much deeper. So ask yourself, am I meant to go deeper here, or is this just a distraction? Am I meant to slide over this so I can go deeper within something else? Be very aware this week of distractions, because distractions can take you off that path of movement, of momentum, of literally following that leader within yourself, or the person you've asked to lead you to your next level of purpose, of practice, and of putting things in place. What's lurking and what is growing? What are you choosing to clear, and what are you choosing to fertilize? And what I saw is we clear the land so we can plant things. So where are you being asked to clear the land and to plant things? And as I saw the picture of us planting things, it was a picture of, is it aligned to plant this seed now, or is it more aligned to plant this seed now? Is it better to keep that seed for its correct season, or is this its season to be planted? And it's to tap into that feeling, that sense of it's heavy. Okay, is it time to plant it now? Is it time to act on it? Upon it now? Is it time to move forward with it? And I thought, wow, what a beautiful visual that I had there. It's also important to nurture ourselves and others, because remember, as you're nurturing yourself, you're making space for others to be nurtured. And nurturing can be just be stopping, hearing somebody, not just listening to them, actually hearing their deep inner, speaking at an energy for energy level. Like I said previously, it's not necessarily to take on their perception. It may be just to hold space for them to feel heard, to feel understood, that they can go on and do what it is they are being asked to do. And that applies, where are you hearing yourself? Where are you holding space for yourself to be heard by yourself and by others? And this brings forward acceptance of yourself, acceptance of somebody else's journey without now having to take on going with them in their journey unless it's aligned. Does that make sense? That we can walk alongside somebody and sometimes they'll be asked to go that way, we asked to go this way. We may meet again, we may never. Maybe it was just that chat, that support during that time that you were being asked to do and to bring forward. And you are being asked to spread your wings and fly. See the bigger picture as well as the smaller picture. And when geese fly in formation, some up, some down, always a point, they are supporting each other. And if one falls behind, two will always drop down to bring them back up. And that is very much a week of, if somebody drops, are you one of the two geese that are going down to bring them back up, to bring them up to speed? Or are you the goose that other people are coming down to help bring you back up to speed? Go and ask yourself. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, Linnell. I'm just translating the pictures as I received them. And this week you are being asked to speak up. However, to choose your words wisely. Are you speaking from your heart? Are you speaking from knowingness? Or are you speaking from past hurts, past experiences that no longer are pertinent to this particular space in time? Filter everything you say through caring, through compassion for yourself and for the people listening. And as I'm saying that, I'm hearing, meet people where they are, not where you are. You have walked a journey. It's to meet them here to help give them a hand towards where you are. Or maybe you're giving each other a hand as you walk across the rocks of life. Maybe they will extend a hand for you to climb here. You will extend a hand that they do not slip there. That is very much what came forward yesterday. Then also, when you shine your light, you are being an example for yourself and for others. And it's in understanding that when we're walking a walk, I love the words, this too shall pass. When you use that, you understand that, guess what? This too shall pass. The cycles of life move through, and you can choose to repeat them, or you can choose to step forward into that next cycle. Because no matter how dark it seems, that sun is going to come up. Yes, there might be cloud. Yes, it may not be bright, brilliant sun. It might be cloudy. However, the sun has risen and it's bringing light. So it doesn't matter what it's doing or where it is. And even when there's an eclipse, the sun is still there. The moon is still there. The light is still there. And it's to trust that inner feeling, to trust that inner knowingness, and to understand where you're going with it. And it's to understand everything works in ebb and flow. There's spring, summer, autumn, winter. There's night and there's dark. And it's a hi, Cynthia, how are you? And it's to understand that ebb and that flow, that rotation, and to know that this too shall pass. Which when I think about summer, I'm very sad about. When I think about winter, I'm not so sad about. However, I understand the benefit of winter. I understand the benefit of autumn, so that we can have a greater summer harvest, that we can have more abundance, we can have more strength, we can clear what we do not require, we can see more clearly. Each season has its purpose, and it's to step into that purpose and to understand what the purpose is for you now, what are the thoughts and the beliefs for now. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. As I mentioned, for new people, I am having 20-minute discovery calls if you are interested in knowing how to work more with me. And go out there and have a wonderful and amazing week, understanding that love, caring, and compassion for yourself and others is vital, that it may be the time to reach out and ask for help, and that we plant seeds, sometimes in season, sometimes out of season. This is a season this week to plant. Just check in if it's the correct season for the seed that you are planting. Have a wonderful and amazing, incredible and awesome week. And remember, joy is coming forward for June. No matter what the circumstances, step into that joy, step into that lovingness, and step into that heartfulness of life. It is to choose joy and to choose who you be that will create space for you and others willingly. Bye-bye.